Viraam basically means that it is a place for rejuvenation, relaxation, as well as you rejoice with your family members or the closer ones. So it's a pause in its literal translation from a day-to-day busy life. Hi, I am Vijay Upadhyay from Avani Mudra Design.
Hi, this is Rajani from Avani Mudra Design. Today we'll take you on a tour of Viraam in Bangalore. For detailed chapters and PDF ebook, please visit buildofy.com. Link is in the description below. It's in a locality called Ideal Homes, which is part of Rajarajeshwari Nagar.
As far as the plot dimension is concerned, it's a trapezoidal site, north-facing plot. It's around 41 feet by 48 feet, approximately 1,650 square feet. And the built-up is approximately 4,000 square feet in a 1,650 square feet plot. We are in an era of changing family dynamics. You would have seen this joint family 20, 30 years before. Later, it slowly changed into a nuclear families where husband, wife and 2 children were there. For me, this house fascinated because it is like somewhere in between ground. You got a parents who are in a lower level and you got a duplex house on top. You are connected but yet separate. You got independent but still private. So it is very, very symbiotic. Vastu dictated to most of the extent the location of your entry point. This being a northeast entry, so one house gets access from the northeast quadrant and one more on the northwest. Staircase was taken in the setback area, so where you climb up. Each staircase is detailed out in such a way that it is like end to end 15 inches, so you can comfortable and the climb becomes very, very gradual. You take this flight of staircase and you come up to the first level. So whatever the space between the site and the setback area, that becomes a sunken landscape court in the front. That becomes a negotiator or a residual space. Once you open your main door, you come into an anti-space which become like a transition in between the outdoor as well as the inside. But you greeted into a large double height landscape space which is in the center. Flanked by a kitchen on the side with a small puja room with its own skylight. A staircase which become like a screening element or a semi-screening element which is crafted with the sleekness which connects the upper level and 2 level of the house like an umbilical cord. In terms of a landscape, we wanted to highlight this central court where entire other areas revolves around. It has got a beautiful dual tone granite flooring which accentuates and pops up in the entire leather finished black granite. And you've got a Radamachera which doesn't require any kind of maintenance, very slow growing, soft rooted tree which doesn't attract any of the mosquitoes or any of the insects. And also as a part of the design, the client wanted to have a pass box, so from the kitchen the utensils can be passed directly onto the utility. So you got a small pass window which has been created there. The brick feature wall which goes as a double height element, that becomes a main part of the house which separates the private domain of the house from the public domain of the other areas. The veranda becomes a buffer between the living. The property sits on a perpendicular edge of the road. Whoever is coming, the building can be perceived from the longer distance. So we wanted to create some level of green buffer. So whenever we sit on the first floor, living floor, you are visually detached from what is happening from the street edge as such. And also there is one more spiral staircase which picks up from this level to go upwards. The reason being the client wanted a home office in the last level or in the terrace level, which needs to be externally accessed without compromising the privacy of the house.
So we are at the last floor of this building, and so we have one portion of it where we have the master bedroom and the study coming, and then the rest of the area is just made into terrace, which is again divided into 3 zones.
Also, one more thing is, as a response to, there was a large tree which was existing when we came to this site. So as a response to that, we wanted to create some kind of periscope where you can look into that from a study space which happens in this location. It is located in a close proximity to the master suite, which happens on the southwest quadrant. And it also has got one outdoor deck which is internal to the house.
So we've created this sundeck in this space which connects the master bedroom, and once you come out of on it, it just connects to the entire house. You can look to the living and you look up and you have a clear skylight. So we've kept again the same language going on with a brick wall, and the flooring here is laminate wood flooring, and we have these beautiful trellis which is made of exposed concrete.
So you got a simple duplex in the lower level, but the first floor slab is modulated in such a way that it has got sunken areas which accommodates a green space, and also in the front also whatever creates a low volume, and that becomes a street edge with a lot of creepers falling down. The upper level is detailed out in such a way that again it has got a flat soffits, and you got a part slab which is the center portion of the section, and remaining portion is a completely skylit area, and you got a beautiful court which is become very centric to the house. And the central bay also kept open, so basically it always establishes a visual connection to the front level. The house becomes a lot more participatory. It is not completely like a stacked two levels with a visual disconnect. So what we went ahead with a natural brick as a cladding material inside. You got a natural granite stone which is leather finish. And also what you see, the most of surfaces are unfinished now, the exposed concrete or a concrete surfaces. So the painted surfaces are only in the bedrooms or any other place, or other than that all the house has got a natural finish to it, so you don't have to paint it as such. So all our project, it is our active effort to get the green inside a building wherever it is possible, where you connect with the green. And also there is a sky which is completely your own. No part of the world will have this piece of sky above. So that's what we wanted to captivate on. We always feel the architect's ego is so strong that where we are the instrument to serve client, whereas client is not an instrument to create our architecture fantasies. We should be sensible enough, and we should be a listener more. And also architecture has to have a humility and humbleness that what you create is going to be there for them. When we see this building after 1 year it has been built or whatever is there, you feel very happy. It has been kept as it is without much changes or anything. I feel that's the success of our practice.